Hello again, another day, another departure for the seeded players in this year's Betfred World Championship. Now, we lost Mark Selby, then Marco Fu and Sean Murphy yesterday, one for each day of the championship, and this afternoon came number 4 on day 4 as 13th seed Luca Brissell of Belgium, well, his chances bit the dust.
So it's Ricky Walden then to get us underway in this second session of this first round match, where Luca Brissell has it all to do. The perfect start. Ricky Walden with a flawless 1-2-2. It's now 7-3. Well done, Luca Brissell. He dug in and he had to. Dearie dear.
It's a chance gone begging. Well, Luca sitting in his chair in bits at the moment. He knows he's really blown that frame. Great shot. Luca Brissell wins the frame to reduce his deficit. Pressure. Wow.
Ricky Walden, 35.
This is thin.
It's there. The Belgian bullet breathes again. Ricky Walden, he came through a deserved winner by 10 frames to 6.
And when you sort of lose your way concentration-wise, then you make a few mistakes and then you start thinking of the other stuff, you know, throwing a few frames away kind of thing. And I was sort of doing that really, and Luca was sort of having a crack at a few balls and it just went a bit crazy out there, so I had to regain my composure, and lucky enough I come through.
And a splendid finish. So Deng Junhui, he runs out a very comfortable winner into the second round, 10-3.
Play well in the end, and the second sessions he doesn't play his form, and it looks quite easy for me, and I haven't got any pressures. Still feel good in this tournament. I'm looking forward to win it, and I'll try to not get too much pressure.
Yes, the number 3 seed Deng Junhui safely through after a comprehensive 10 frames to 3 win over Zhao Guodong. But we are averaging 1 seeded player's exit every day so far. And the 12th seed, Stuart Bingham, certainly didn't want to be next on the list. Now, Stuart's had a pretty tough season. He was actually banned for 3 months for betting infringements. There was no suggestion that he was doing anything untoward. It's just the fact that in this sport, players are not allowed to bet on matches at all. Now, Stuart took that with good grace and he came back firing after 3 months. In fact, he reached a couple of big finals in the last few weeks, and no doubt all of this experience has added some fuel to his competitive fire. And today, the 2015 world champion faced the jackpot. Jack Lisowski, 26 years old, qualified for only the second time here, 5 years after his first occasion. Now, the Gloucestershire pro ranked 30 in the world, very capable and much improved player these days. And he's quick to real lightning potter at times. Great opening session with 3 tons and a 1-4-7 attempt from Bingham, who potted 11 reds and blacks. But the younger man, Lisowski, led 5-4 into tonight's concluding session. They shared the first 2 frames of the evening, so this now is frame 12, Bingham 12 points adrift, all watched by Peter Ebdon and Dennis Taylor.
Very well worked out. Tell you what, whoever does get in is going to have an unusual break on their hands. There's a few reds blocking each other in pockets. Into the middle, left corner.
I'm trying to look for a decent safety shot. I can't see one. It's one of them cases when the safety is as difficult as a pot. Jack's forced into this red, I think, to the right middle. He doesn't like it, but I think he's going to have to take it on. The longer you look at it, the more doubt creeps in. I think you've got to just make your mind up and commit yourself 100%.
It's a very tough pot. Arguably a 1 in 10. Played into the corner. What a shot this is. What a shot. Shot of the tournament so far, I suggest.
That was a ridiculous pot, it really was. Applauded by his opponent.
Six.
Well, as I mentioned before, whoever got the first chance, it was going to be a good one. You would think all Jack has to do is make sure he just keeps potting balls. You're bound to be on something. But he will not pot many better balls in his career than that one he just potted.
12.
Absolutely phenomenal pot. Never touched the sides.
13. 18. 19.
When you start taking the baulk colours, as to some degree Jack Lisowski's forced to do, does mean you need to get more reds off the table to get over the winning line.
$23. 24.
'Jack Lisowski's average shot time for the match is
29.
17 seconds. He's a very speedy player, but he's not a rushed, hurried player.
30.
Very controlled around the table.
And if you just looked at his bridge hand and the way he cues and strikes the ball, is very similar
30.
to Ronnie O'Sullivan. I could easily, although Ronnie O'Sullivan, it would be his left hand would be the bridge hand. It's
35.
very, very similar. Bridge, even the way the cue gets delivered in a downward direction, goes through the ball very smoothly.
Well, overscrewed that.
38.
Arguably could have underscrewed it, but it's made this a lot more difficult. But you wouldn't have known it.
39.
Really does look very assured and comfortable on the table. And another player from the qualifiers who looks to be giving one of the top seeds a run for their money.
44. $45. $52. 53.
He's over the finishing line now. Which is just as handy as his first mistake has come now.
58. Jack Lisowski. 58.
Well, no century break. But barring snookers, Jack Lisowski restores a 2-frame lead.
He did indeed, and what a brilliant performance so far from Lisowski, 26 years of age, playing with such composure, such courage as well under pressure out there. And this is the kind of snooker he's actually been turning in all season. He reached the semi-finals of the Shanghai Masters, and he's already accounted for stars like John Higgins and Barry Hawkins and Mark Allen. He's beaten all of these guys this season. Now, Bingham is under it again in frame 13. He's 64 points to 12 adrift here.
Beautifully struck, but not nicely on a colour. He hasn't got that many points to play with. Tempted by the blue. The yellow's the easier looking shot.
Blue ball.
To pop, but it's 3 points extra could help him out.
Well, he does have a nickname, Ball Run Bingham.
6.
His fellow pros seem to think he does a lot of this.
7.
And if he was to win the frame this visit, that will hurt Jack Lisowski. Well, he potted the black in the left-hand side of the pocket. That's why he's high in this red. That was a poor shot.
14. $15.
Well, will that pink come to Jack Lisowski's rescue? He didn't get it tight on the cushion, but it's far more awkward than it was.
$22. 23.
Poor positional shot on the black beforehand to leave himself coming down for the black instead of the blue, but and the outcome is he's a little bit out of position now. Really should have been on the
30.
blue off that last red. Big error. He's got to drop this in pretty slowly. Not a nice shot to have. He's played it very well.
32.
So, what does he do with blue to pink? Can he get behind the pink? It's just
35.
firing off the cushion that he may be tempted to do that.
Well, he's looking like he wants lining up for a double in the pink.
It's an option.
I think if he got kind of a half ball angle in the blue to the right middle, he can play off 2 cushions and try in the pink. Even if he misses the cannon, he's going to have some sort of shot in the pink.
39.
I think that's what he's played. If he plays this at the correct speed, he could promote the pink or just drift past it and leave the long pink into the right corner. Good pace required here. And just snuck in, but he's got the bounce.
44.
Now he's going to try and pop this into the yellow pocket and play the cue ball in and out of balk, I feel. He could try and screw it into the green pocket, but it's more of a blind shot.
Jack Lisowski looks on, hoping that he's going to get reprieve. It was one of those unforced errors that he broke down when he was in. He was in perfect position.
What do you fancy, yellow pocket or green?
Yellow pocket every day.
It's got to be yellow.
Twice on Sundays.
Oh! He just must have caught the bump of the middle pocket
50.
there.
Cut the black in.
Well,
Settle down, please. Thank you.
why not? I don't like cutting the black in from the yellow spot, but from here's acceptable.
He could leave this hanging if he plays it dead weight.
57.
Lots of clearance
And the
from
French.
Stuart Bingham. Clenched fists. Huge bit of fortune. He missed the blue by a mile, fluked it in the right middle. And Jack Lisowski will be hurting. Stuart Bingham get back to only 1 frame behind at 7-6.
Oh, that's the fighting spirit that helped earn this world title for Bingham 3 years ago. Terrific clearance. But Lisowski has responded immediately with a break of 98 to restore his 2-frame lead at 8-6. And here in frame 15, Bingham on a knock of 44.
He's just got to
44.
read the situation nicely now. Does he collide with the black? Can he release the cue ball away from the black? I think it's perhaps a stun shot. He may be able to play it with no stun. Did that very nicely. No.
Foul.
Well, you get some good luck
Stuart Bingham 44.
and you get some bad luck at this game.
Jack
A
Lisowski
massive
7.
fluke on the blue, but that equally as unlucky. Could never have foreseen that.
Someone must have said something that he didn't like clapped when the black went in or something like that. Sometimes each player's supporters get a bit overexcited when things happen.
Yeah, you just got to forget that. As a snooker player, you deal with those things. You shouldn't let them affect you. That's an irrelevance.
6.
But a great chance for Jack Lisowski to strike back in the fortune department.
Well, this would be monumental
7.
in the match if we could somehow find a clearance here. It was a fabulous break from Stuart Bingham. It really was. The balls were in no position to make a frame-winning chance, but he was developing it.
He's going to need the
14.
pink. Great shot.
15.
Never in doubt, was it? It's always going in the heart of the pocket. Stuart Bingham is just hoping that that pink comes to his rescue. There's obviously some work to do before that. But it doesn't look like Jack's going to miss an easy pot, that's for certain. Just got past the baulk line.
20.
Yeah, that was handy, the brown being off its spot. There's plenty of room there. Play in and out of baulk there.
22.
So this is no easy shot. Green to get a nice angle in the brown, to get a nice angle in the blue, to move the pink. So far from easy, this clearance.
As you can see from the scoreline, he
25.
only needs the pink.
Another double.
Wow. He's got to make a decision on trying to get an angle on the blue, but he's always got the double as, I suppose, a saver, but could play the double. It's a bit more difficult from that far down, though.
29.
He looks to have a pretty decent angle. Perhaps he could straighten this shot up with a little bit of right-hand side. He's played it perfectly.
34.
Wow.
What a big shot coming up.
It's a bit unlucky not to have an easier shot here. It's betwixt and between. It's not that hard.
Well, what a frame to win for Jack Lisowski.
Lisowski.
All the while, Stuart Bingham was going to make it 8-7. Fantastic clearance. Jack Lisowski 1 away from winning and getting to the second round.
But Ballrun has not given up the chase, though, and he took the next 2 bites, breaks of 46 and 55, so the gap is back to 2 once again. Lisowski now being asked a very large question in frame 17. He is 57 points behind here.
Well, trusting to luck. May have got a bit. It's a thin cut. Spread the reds open. It was going to be difficult to get lucky by opening the reds all over the place, but it's a possibility you can miss this thin cut. Then
Doesn't might get a kick.
Yeah, you could get a kick, yeah.
One. Five.
So this red to left middle. Wow, I did not see that coming.
Stuart Bingham, 5.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know how long he's had the cue. I think the cue pushes off more than his normal cue, the cue he's played before with side spin.
And look where he put the red that he missed. That's horrible.
That was a big mistake. Big misjudgment to miss by
One.
that far. Putting a bit of outside side spin on. Okay. Bit of insurance with the yellow safe, but should never have been the case. Should have been racking the balls up by now.
Seven. 8.
It's going to be tough for Jack Lisowski to win this frame. That black tied up. Stuart Bingham was very fortunate when he missed that red in the middle for the red to end up there next to the black.
Obviously, he'd love to make a clearance, but he doesn't have to win it in one visit. There's the possibility if he was to, probably would never consider going about this way, but snooker off the last red is a 2 pinks and snooker off the last red is an option. Don't think it's necessarily the right way.
14.
Definitely going to be trying to break it out, but
Even he could red and get on the pink in some way to leave the cue ball on his black cushion. Play a snooker then.
yeah.
15.
Try and get the cue ball behind the red and black.
Yeah, but I don't know if he'd be thinking that way. So far, so good. Needs to get on a colour though.
21. 22.
This needs to travel.
Made a bit of a... I think he's playing for the blue. He's made a big error, but he was playing for the pink, just a bit short of pace. So he's got enough points in the bag if he gets this pink in. Big shot.
What a shot. What a shot. He had to screw up the side cushion there. He's very unlucky to leave the cue ball tight in the top cushion here.
Is he going to risk playing a masse shot
28.
up in the air, very high? He's got to hit this centrally, otherwise the cue ball's going to skew off. That was the trouble. Bit of a bounce as well. Has he got a reserve snooker behind the green?
28.
Bit of luck there. He's feeling his shoulder there. He's pulled a muscle going up in the air too hard. Well, Stuart's only got himself to blame for not finishing this frame off earlier. So a bit of luck for Jack Lisowski in snookering in behind the green. Well, once again, he's put side spin on, and it's pushed the cue ball off line. He's
Free
not
ball.
happy with side spin with this cue,
Jack Lisowski, 7.
in my opinion. Free ball, full house. Got a free pink into the yellow pocket.
What if he hits the pink straight off the cushion, take the yellow off, screw the cue ball back to this cushion, snooker behind the green?
Well, get the yellow out. Where's the pink go, though? Wants to get the pink out as well.
He has to pot the pink. I can't believe he even said that. He has to pot the pink. Good shot. Did I actually say to refuse that pink there?
I think we can wipe that off the
1.
tape. Wow. It's only the yellow saving him at the moment, Stuart Bingham. You fancy the way Jack Lisowski can mop the balls up, that it's only a misjudgment of positional play.
I wonder if he'll play the yellow right-handed.
Surely not.
8. 9.
Doesn't look to be good. But as long as he pots a colour, even if he's not ideally placed, he can play a decent safety shot. He may have an angle on the brown. I don't think so, though. Not enough. Can play a decent safety.
Yes, a test of patience here. Is he patient enough to wait for another chance?
Well, I think he's not on. He's not on any of the colours in such a way he can even be tempted to play a positional shot on the yellow. So he's just got to play a positional shot for a good safety. It's tempting to try and get the cue ball in behind the black. Okay, you don't get the yellow safe. Don't think the double's the correct shot to play here, but you never know.
13.
He didn't risk leaving the yellow in open play. He's played a
Jack
decent
Lisowski,
safety
13.
shot behind the green. Not too sure that's exactly how he played it, but now it's given Stuart Bingham a massive problem. He's got to get this yellow safe. Chance for a place in the second round. Can he hold himself together? The biggest shots of his career so far.
One good positional shot here.
That's a perfect shot, I think.
2.
Just.
Oh, he'll be feeling it inside at the moment, Jack Lisowski.
Make no mistake, this is a massive scalp for
5.
Jack Lisowski. He's not ideal on the brown. He's got some work to do to get up for the blue. But he's such a good cueist. Right in the heart of the pocket. And
9.
great positioning on the blue. That's superb. That may have won him this match.
I'll tell you what, he's going to be a challenge for anybody in this half
14.
of the draw.
He's
20.
taken these very calmly. Just this black for a place in the second round. And there goes. Jack Lisowski puts paid to Stuart Bingham. He must be delighted.
Well played, Jack. Well done.
I came here with low expectations. The goal was to not make a fool of myself and to compete and try and just kind of settle down, because 5 years ago I was really kind of all over the place for the whole game. So to start the first frame of a century and then kind of get another one a few frames after, it settled me straight away, and amazing feeling to win at the end there.
To be fair, Jack played really well. He potted some balls there, sort of off the lampshades. He just kept getting in front, and I just couldn't peg him back. It's sort of similar to last year with Kyron. I just felt like I was always playing catch up today, and so hats off to him. He played really well.
Yes, Stuart Bingham becomes the 5th seed of the 16 here to depart through the outdoor on this 4th day. But you've got to say, what a cool and composed performance from Jack Lisowski. It's his first win ever in this little theatre. And he will be playing either John Higgins or Tip Chaya-Onu, who get their campaigns underway tomorrow morning. Well, so to a man making his 20th appearance here at the Crucible, a 2-times world champion, Mark Williams. Now, he didn't even qualify last year. In fact, considered giving up the sport completely, was persuaded by his wife, Jo, to change his mind. And at 43 years of age, what a season he's had. He's had 3 wins and has shot back up into the world's top 8. And as he himself might say, not bad for an old Welsh has-been. And he wasn't too shabby either today in his first session against Sussex Cuman Jimmy Robertson.
Wow, Jimmy. Mark Williams pinched the opening frame and he leads 1-0.
Oh, another fabulous pot. Yeah, he's floated the blue in. What a start by Mark Williams. That's safely in, and that's a frame now, and he'll be feeling a lot better now, Jimmy Robertson. A magnificent century break from Mark Williams, 3 frames to 1.
To 4 frames to 1 now.
There you go. No, no, you're kidding me. And that surely is the frame.
Oh, very well played. Super red. It's been a tough afternoon. He trails Mark Williams by 7 frames to 2.
Well, some brilliantly outrageous stuff there. The Welshman in command, and the winner of that Williams-Robertson match goes through to face the guy who comes through this tie, Australia's Triple Crown winner, Neil Robertson. Now, he's been humbled by Gloucester's milkman, Rob Milkins, in the opening round before, lost to him 5 years ago at this stage. Couldn't happen again, could it? Well, we've already seen lightning strike twice for Sean Murphy in this event, so possibly, and indeed Milkins sped to a 3-1 advantage. The Aussie kept up the chase to take the 5th, 2-3, and we're now going into the 6th. It's Robertson to play on a break of 52, all watched by Peter Ebdon and John Virgo.
No. Well, he was so lucky there. I thought he played the perfect
52.
shot. I just looked away and thought, well, that's it. Just shows you, even in the commentary box, take nothing for granted.
Does this red go? It certainly does. What a chance this is now.
It just never ceases to amaze me, this game. Fractions, that's all we're talking about. And now, he came to the table, 52 points behind. Neil Robertson looked to be in the ball, certain to win the frame, level the match. We have a new favourite.
Just let the cue ball slip ever so slightly
16.
there.
$17.
Would have liked to have been the other side of the pink, so he could play the 2 reds below the pink spot into the same pocket. He can't do that now. Still shouldn't be too much of a problem. Well, he's looking to play for the gap, but that's fraught with danger, because if he gets that wrong, he'll be on nothing. Surely he's just got to... Well, he's playing for the gap. And he's played it wrong. Well, I can't believe he's played that shot, John. Surely the shot is just to screw back a couple of inches and then play the red into the opposite corner with the rest.
Yeah, similar shot to the opening red he potted. Well, he's trying to swerve round the pink to pot the red. And he's done it. He's done it. And this time, he can roll the pink in and play for red in the same pocket as the pink. That cue ball needs to bounce a little bit though off the side cushion. And it has.
30.
22 points the difference. But not a safe
31.
ball on the table.
So this is all about holding himself together
38.
now. The balls are there for the clearance. And what an important clearance it could prove to be in this match.
39.
If you have a choice in this situation,
46.
you'd rather go up for the blue. I don't know whether he's got that angle. It's just easier to get from blue to yellow.
47.
But he's twixt in between. He'll have to play the pink now. He wants good position on the yellow because he'll be feeling it now. He's played it well. Up
53.
to and including the blue. What a steal
55.
this would be. And to be honest, you've got a feel for Neil Robertson. You really have. He looked to have played the perfect shot. And somehow, he couldn't get through to his intended red.
58.
Brown and blue for 4-2.
62. 67. 73 and the
And with a fabulous clearance, 73, the Milkman has delivered. It's 4-2.
And Peter, he kept on delivering too, because 42-year-old Milkins won the next two as well, a break of 91 en route to lead 6-2. This was certainly not in the script for this season's Scottish Open winner, Neil Robertson, who's fought back into the top 16 after missing out on the Masters this year. Now, this last frame of the session, such a big one now for both players. Milkins up by 33 points.
Robert Milkins, 28.
I don't know, it was a disappointment of realising it after that red and another black, he needed one more red. Whatever. It's another golden opportunity to finish this session 7-2 in front that he's let go by.
Yes, you could just sense the pressure mounting there, couldn't you, as Robert was on that break there. He knows how important this frame is. Huge difference between 6-3 and 7-2 overnight. And that's a very good safety shot from Neil Robertson.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
Because Robert Milkins wants to leave the red on the side cushion at all costs, he now may be forced to move it. Well, if he's looking at catching this red thin, it needs to be very thin. That's far too thick.
Neil Robertson 4.
That's a mistake.
One.
Needs to stop short of the baulk line to be on a colour. And just about on the green. Or the yellow. You would think he'd play for the red near the top cushion. And it goes. Needs a bounce off the top cushion.
3.
Have to play up for the pink. Now, what sort of an angle's he got on the pink? Because being left-handed, of course, that red is on the wrong side, but may have landed perfect to pot the pink and cannon the red away. Oh, unlucky. As Dennis would say, the DDK, the dreaded double kiss. No one likes to see that.
Neil Robertson 10.
But at least he counted to 10 this time and didn't get exasperated and has played a very good snooker. And a snooker at this time in the frame could win it here. Because Robert Milkins has not only got to hit this, of course, he's got to get it safe. He's got a little bit of insurance with that blue being near the side cushion. No.
Foul and a miss.
Well,
Neil Robertson 4.
referee wasting his breath calling a miss. There's no way a miss will be taken.
I'm just wondering if Neil has got the angle just to flick the blue off the cushion here.
Yeah, I don't think he has. He's just too thick a potting angle. And of course, as with that last red that was near the side cushion, the blue is not ideal for a left-handed player. So that's going to be the big problem. Difference now 8. So you'll need
7.
Up to and including the pink to reduce his overnight deficit to 3 frames.
9. Yeah.
I mean, you feel that if he had an opportunity and he got a nice angle as Robert looks on, had 2 great chances to take a 5-frame advantage. You think he'd look for an opportunity, Neil, that he may be able to cannon the blue, bring it away from the cushion. But as I say, being left-handed, and he's not one of those players that can switch from one hand to the other. So this could be the key shot to this frame. Got the cannon, played it as well as he could. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Blue and pink for the frame. This is absolute top draw. Look at that cannon he played on the blue once again. Just the pink needed. Massive frame. Big frame for Neil Robertson. He looked to go as though he was going to go 5 frames behind. Robert Milkins missed 2 golden opportunities. But what a clearance from Neil Robertson. Overnight, he's 3 frames behind, but he's still in the match. 6-3, Robert Milkins.
He sure is, and what a session that's going to be tomorrow afternoon when they play to a finish. We will see it live. OK, Snooker Extra follows next if you still cannot get enough from the Crucible. Otherwise, we'll be back at 10 o'clock in the morning. Jason in the chair for that one. And that's when Mark Williams returns, aiming to make short work of his match with Jimmy Robertson. And John Higgins on the red button, getting ready for another crack at a 5th world crown, the man who made it to the final last year. First step this time is against Thai new boy Thepchaiya Unnu. So plenty to keep you glued all day to events here in Sheffield. But you had better get some sleep first of all. Good night from us all here.